Hello my friends and welcome to episode 2 of our Football Manager 2021 Let's Play. It's our journeyman this time. We are starting our first episode with our first club, our first season with Nice. So I've spent a bit of time having a look over the squad, the youth team. I've not looked at the coaches yet. Yeah, that's one thing I still need to do. We'll cover that in the next episode, which will also be our first game. So it's taken 3 episodes to get into a game. I'm aware of that. So this is kind of tactics that I'm going to look. I know it says tactic 2. Don't stress about that. Tactic 2 is completely fine. This is our main tactic. I've already set it to be our primary tactic. I might delete the first tactic, switch it into the second tactic just so you know it works correctly and there's no issues. But this is a team that I think is our best team. Excuse me. At this point, I'm fairly content with it. So we've got Ronnie Lopez at right wing, Goody. Ronnie Lopez is on loan from Sevilla, which is a problem. Both our centre backs are on loan. Saliba on loan from Arsenal and Todibo on loan from Barcelona, respectively. We've got Goody, who is one of our young talents. Looks a very, very good find. Can play a multitude of positions. Could probably play here as a shadow striker as well, which could be relevant because we can play a shadow striker in this formation. Schneider would obviously play here, Les Milou would go up here, or would bring someone else on for this role here. But that's not to stress just now. This is the sort of tactic that I'm looking at as primary tactic, if you like. And this is the one that I think will get us away. Now, I've not messed around too much with the main instructions yet, these or any of the individual instructions yet, because where I am looking at it right now is simply put, get the tactic together, let's see how it feels, and go from there. Both tactics will show as positive. This one will be slightly more defensive, the other one will be slightly more attacking, of course. So the other one will again just be adjusted. I've based it off the 4-2-3 one we had at Rangers and made some small adjustments. For example, we've got box to box midfielders here, we've got box to box midfielder here, and a shadow striker instead of a Mazalia and advanced playmaker. Just some things that I've sort of learned playing lots of drafts that don't tend to work, that I've got away with at Rangers for whatever reason. That's the only things that we've really changed. As you can see, there's good areas, weak areas. Central defence is clearly an area that needs a lot of investment. So let's have a look at some of our backup centre backs. We've got Dante as a backup centre back. Yeah, not happening. He's not going to be here long term. Not going to suit any of my systems purely based on his pace and acceleration. He's not going to work under me. We've got Bamboo, who is another sort of young player. Looks fairly decent, but he's not got a huge amount of potential about him, so he's kind of capped out where he is. Might be just worth boosting his value, selling him on. We've got Andy Belmard, I'm going to butcher that, who is regarded more of a fullback, but definitely for me more of a ball playing centre back in my honest opinion. Doesn't have the jump and reach though, which is a bit of an issue. Again, lots of potential about him. We could make something work with him. The jump and reach will need to be worked on. However, we've got Rick Colley, who is a backup left back, currently out on loan at Amiens. We've got Nasoke, who is another decent centre back that's considered as a left back. Another young one as well, another left sided one, who for me would be sort of best in this kind of role. Decision maybe a bit of a problem for a central defender, but hey, overall he's 21, decent amount of potential, can develop. We could really kick that on and see a decent player there. That was Nasoke, who will cover in this position. In fact, no, he won't because he can't pass. No passing, no vision. He's not going to be a deep line playmaker at all, is he? So that's our sort of backup centre back options. We've got Tusalik as well, who is a right sided one. Never going to play full back for us, let's be honest, because of the crossing and whatnot. Do we have any other full back options? Baduri is not a full back. Mahu. We could make you work. You do have issues though. What's your potential? 4-star. Okay, so right back, we need a backup for Atal. Simple as that, because as much as Dulitz can play there, he can't go forward. We need our fullbacks to go forward. He will develop as a centre back, the young Austrian. 5-star potential to him as well. Into midfield, Schneiderlin. Age in at 31, not valued a huge amount, on decent wages as well, but he is a leader. You know, we'll get a season out of him at least, but not a huge amount more. So let's have a look at our, if we go into team report, squad depth for this position. So, Lesmu and Danilo went over further forward. We've got William Cyprien, who is a 25-year-old French player currently on loan at Parma, but probably our most natural player for this position as well, other than Morgan Schneiderlin. Again, we'll go back into here. We've got Nasoki, who we looked at. We've got Badui, who we looked at. We've got Thuram, who is another young player with decent potential. I don't think he's going to be outstanding, but again, we can really punch up his value to sell him on. He came through the youth team at Monaco, signed for us. He's played a decent number of games as well. And then we have Dulich, who we've also looked at. So defensive midfielder, right back and centre back already flying his problems. Left back, Colley looks decent enough that we could recall him and have him as a backup. And Soki with a centre back, but could sit out there comfortably enough again as a backup. We've got Latoma, who I think I've missed. He's a backup right back. That takes a bit of stress off. He's got a bit of potential. There's something about him actually. I like the look of this lad. Somehow missed him when we were going through in the tactics screen. Where is he? Is he in the reserves or something? No, he's not. So where is he tactically? Latoma. But I missed him. Is he already in the team somewhere else? No, he's not. Where is he? There he is. I must have looked at him and just not registered that he's a fullback. Hey, you guys have seen that, and you'll be shouting at me in the comments, and that is welcomed. So midfield wise, let's have a look. See, so we've got Cyprian out on loan. We've got Rennie Adley on loan. Probably a bit more out wide for him, but again, we do a job at box to box actually. I do see him there. We've got Baduri, decent, really good potential about this lad actually. Could you do box to box role though? Is a question. Fairly comfortably actually. The Algerian could do that job fairly comfortably. Who else have we got here? We've got Kamara, Ronnie Lopez, Todibo and Thuram. Not ideal. So midfield again needs maybe another player or two to top up. Right wing looks reasonable when you look at it here. So we've got Atal, Dahlberg, Ronnie Lopez, Milau. Again, could step in there. Rennie Adelaide can step in there. Maurice. Definitely more of a left. Meloda, more of a left. Kuna is currently out on loan somewhere. I'm not quite sure where. Looks decent though, but could do that job on the right. Badui could stick in there, and Sacco, also out on loan, is more of a right. Okay, so more of a left rather. So again, left looks fine. We've just looked at all sort of most of those players. Up top, a bit short in numbers, particularly when Goody's playing out wide. But hey, it'll be okay. So we certainly need to improve midfielders. We need to improve depth everywhere essentially, which is bizarre when I've got to scroll down. In terms of the bringing forward or pushing up, there's not a huge amount in the youth team that, certainly in the B team, that stands out as ready to come up. I'm not even going to look at the ones that are on loan because there's no point. And a similar story in the youth team, there's good players or decent players with high potential. We'll start by potential just now and we'll actually go this way. So we'll start with you. So again, nowhere near ready. Nowhere near ready. No, nowhere near ready. Probably actually one of the closer ones despite being 1 star. Nowhere near ready. Nowhere near ready. And again, probably one of the closer ones, but again, nowhere near ready. That jump and reach. Right now, let's train you as a ball playing defender on defend. and improve that jumping reach, because you can actually head. You can head, but you cannot jump. You're 6 foot and you cannot jump. 6 jumping reach is a big concern here for Lucas Roseu in terms of being a centre back. You know, we could push him here, but again he can't pass and he's got no vision. So there's big question marks over all the players in our youth team. You know, they're either not going to be good enough or they've got too many questionable stats at the minute. So hopefully they do kick on. But, you know, I'm not expecting miracles. Overall, I'm fairly content with the team. You know, you look at this, 3 of our sort of best players are in on loan. William Cyprian, one of our better players, out on loan. What's his contract sort of dealing? He's on 31 grand a week. That's it. Does have an optional future fee, and I assume he could be cancelled in January if we need him. So that's fine. That is fine. Goalkeeper wise, we're fairly strong in that position. We've got both Walter Benitez and this Jean Cardet. Jean Cardet looks decent. Aerial reach is a bit of a question mark for me personally. I like to have goalkeepers with good aerial reach, but overall it looks fairly solid as a backup goalkeeper. So no real stress there. So overall, I'm content with the squad. It looks like it's more of a clear out the deadwood, bring in the depth, develop the younger player situation. Overall content. In terms of rules, maximum of 4 non-EU players, of which we are at 2 by the looks of it. That looks like about half. So we're starting with Benitez and Danilo. We've got Bamboo there as well, who I said I want to develop this lad, or increase his value rather, and sell him on. Any other foreign players? No. So we do have 1 foreign player slot. I need to set up my view as well, which will make my life a lot easier in terms of reviewing the squad, seeing how they're doing it, etc, etc. We'll get that sorted out, because apparently I have not made a view and saved it this year. And that's fine, because I was never fully content with the Rangers one, so we will go through all that properly in the near future, and we will save one, and I'll get on the Steam Workshop for you guys as well. Anyway guys, this has just been a really quick video to go through the team. We are on a bit of a sort of thing just now. When's our next game? It is that cup game at the start of January, so we've got a week or so to go and get everything sorted and whatnot. So thanks so much guys for tuning in for this episode. Let me know what you think of this squad. Links to the Twitch, Discord and playlist etc for this series will be down below. This has been episode 1 of season 1 of Club 1. Thanks so much guys, love you lots, and cheerio for now.